Welcome back to She Gets a Pod. My name is Shanby Podden. That is me. Shanby Busy. That is me. It is Friday. How was your Thanksgiving? Did you eat? What leftovers you got left? Okay. Y'all see the title. This is episode 32. We got one more episode to go for this season. And it is titled A Laundry List of Shit. Why? Because it is a laundry list of shit I want to discuss. All right. Do not listen to understand. It's a laundry list of shit. All right. You've been warned. I think the best definition of life is a laundry list of shit, because a laundry list of shit is like, I got a lot to do. I spent most of my childhood thinking being an adult would be glorious. Yeah. Only to find out that life is only fun when you can afford what you need and want. Falling in love and not working out, or that going to shit, is not fun. Paying bills ain't fun. Being needed on days where you just need a break ain't fun. And that is why I titled this what I titled this. There's going to be a lot of things that I say that do not go together. There's going to be a lot of things that I say that are left. There's going to be things that I say that are real, that are like, oh my God, I never knew. Yes, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Don't ask me about it later, but that is what it was. And I want to say it because it's life. You know, we work through things, we do things, and we learn about ourselves on a higher level along the way. And I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Remember, next month I'm doing guest only shows. So if you would like me to be a guest on your show, let me know and I'll give you a date. So far, December 6th is taken. December 13th is taken. All right. If you need me, let me know. DM me or email me at shegetitpod@gmail.com and we can connect something up verbally. If you are in Atlanta, maybe I might be able to make that happen, but you know, time crunch, life, traffic, make it make sense. Okay. Don't forget to check out lulu.com for the podcast journals. Don't forget to forget. Don't forget to shop at She Gets It Shop with Teespring. It is delivered directly to you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting the podcast. And don't forget to check out shanbypodden.com for any updates or anything new that we are doing in this podcast world. Now, let's get into this show. Hey y'all, quick note. I wanted to invite you to follow me on Goodpods. If you haven't heard of it yet, it's like Goodreads or Instagram for podcasts. It's new, it's social, it's different, and it's growing really fast. I post it a lot of times on Instagram and on my Twitter. On Goodpods, we can follow each other to see what we're all listening to, and like other podcast players, you can search for the shows and play them right on the app and web for free. And you could talk to the people who are listening to podcasts and other podcasters, and that's the best part, in my opinion. Great way to grow your podcast. Goodpods is there with a comment section next to every episode, so there's no reason why people don't know what you're doing. I'm excited to hear your feedback and questions and what you liked about each episode. You can find me on Goodpods on the web or goodpods.com, or you can just download the app on your Android or your iPhone. You can use the link in my show notes. My username is Shanby Podden. Follow me and I'll follow you back. Okay. Don't forget, Lulu.com has 3 of my journals to help podcasters. Yes, I made 3 books to go ahead and help podcasters. The first book I made was The Podcast Journal. And in that book, it basically helps you set a flow in order to do your shows and be more consistent, right? And the second book was Marketing the Podcast 101, where I explained to you that having a great podcast is, yes, recording it, but most of you getting your podcast out there is you talking about it and marketing it in a way, whether it's merch, TikTok, Twitter, IG, and your podcast and or your website. You have to know how to market your podcast. You have to know who your audience is. And then the third book is The Podcast Questions. I really broke down page by page what questions you would want to ask a particular guest by the guest type. And I left spaces in there from recommendations of what questions you should ask and tips from other podcasters. And also, I gave you space to create your own questions that you want to ask your guests. And it's lightweight books, it's nothing heavy. It's nothing odd. You can roll it up or you can just like stick it in your laptop bag with your laptop when you travel to record, and you just have like your resource on hand. I know some people are really just digital and they put everything in notes on their iPhone, and some people are like vivid seers of what they need to do and they like to write things down. So I hope that helped. Again, it's on lulu.com and you can check out the links on shambypodden.com. Now back to the show. My back is killing me. I'm officially like in my 30s. If you haven't gotten to your 30s yet, let me tell you, all your 30s is feeling your body hurt. That's it. Your 30s is feeling your body hurt and people thinking you shouldn't have the money for everything they want you to buy. Period. Okay. I just, thoughts. I'm still irritated by Krispy Kreme messing up my coffee and messing up my donut order, but there's that. We have the worst hypocrites leading our country, and I am sick of it. It's like they treat people out here like experiments, and they cannot relate, and they don't want to relate, and they just think, oh, those people over there. What is your address so we could pull up? Because the decisions y'all are making don't make any sense. I live in a state where old people who do not want more kids and can't have more kids want to dictate who can have kids. Let me say that one more time. I live in a state where old people in Congress who don't want kids, may not have kids of their own, can't have kids of their own, want to dictate the younger people out here who can have them. Disgusting. I live in a country that doesn't want to acknowledge the damage that they've caused for many people's lives, but tells me I need to pay taxes, insurance, and work off my debts. Hypocrites. A whole bunch of hypocrites. Okay? I wish everything that I ate tasted like warm, slightly toasted, fresh, buttered, thick hard-o bread. If you know what hard-o bread tastes like, not the sliced shit, the loaf that is not sliced before you open it, that you gotta cut with a very sharp knife that's not gonna mess up the bread, and you put it in the toaster, right? Some people like it crispy, some people don't like it crispy, some people eat it with their breakfast, some people just eat it with their tea at night for a snack, and they put butter on it. It's so good. But it's rare that you find someone that gets it fresh or makes it fresh, okay? Honestly, I'm tired of Kanye's name being called. I'm tired of Kanye's name being brought up. I think he needs a break. I think we need a break. I think anybody that's putting him on their platform to question him in a negative way, you're looking for clout, you're fishing, and you should be held accountable for whatever comes out of his mouth, because you knew you were taking a gamble by having your rates be really high for the sake of being able to say that I have a talk with Kanye or I have a show with Kanye. Like, y'all are antagonizing him at this point, and I'm sick of it. Did you see that Wells Fargo was basically taking money from the cartel? And ain't shit gonna happen with them because they always in some shit and they always get away with it. Let me tell you something. These banks be gangs, period. Like Bloods and Crips, but with the government. And I feel like if cartels weren't cartelling and women weren't out here selling their box, financially, money wouldn't be moving how it's moving. I'm just gonna say that. If drugs wasn't moving how it's moving, financially, money wouldn't be moving how it's moving. All right, that's just my opinion on that. I'm here to tell you that ain't no prince coming to save you, ho. You gonna have to do it yourself. Okay. DJ Mustard just divorced his wife, and because she signed a prenup, she's getting nothing. But I don't put that on him. He did what he needed to do as a businessman. She's dumb. I don't care if we were dating for 18 years and then we got married and we was married for 11 of them hoes. I'm going to find something to do financially to make sure I got me if we don't got we. Okay? Women, stop looking at these men who are about their business, who are about growing in life, and saying, ooh, I'm just marry him or I'm just have his baby and he just gonna take care of me because he loved me and he gonna love me forever. I don't think he don't love his wife, but I just feel like growing wise, maybe they're growing in different directions, but to sit in a goddamn marriage for that long, a relationship for that long, and to be bonded for that long, and you ain't do shit, you didn't put nothing to the side, and you signed a prenup. Sis, what? Life. I told you life is a laundry list of shit. Lessons in a laundry list of shit. All right, and I don't usually talk about celebrities, so y'all know when I got that news, I'm just like, girl, what? But since we're on celebrities, let's just keep the ball rolling. Victoria Beckham and David Beckham team life effort is amazing to me. They have 4 kids and they both had 2 different dreams, 2 different aspirations, and meshed the fuck out their life to the point where they are so comfortable and set in who they are and what their marriage is, and they are fucking beautiful. Like, every time I see them, I'm just like, dog, this is what a marriage is supposed to look like. Like, I'm not telling you you have to stay at home so I can be the bigger one or the celebrity. And I'm not telling you you can't play soccer anymore because I know you love soccer. And I'm not telling you you can't model because you're fucking beautiful. I married you. You know what I'm saying? She doing her own fashion line and being a great mom. He, doing his thing. Looking good, healthy, beautiful, taking care of their bodies. Their kids are fucking gorgeous. Like, what? Their house is beautiful. I think they have like a farm or some shit. Oh my God. That's all I be saying. Like, so many people out here struggling in their marriage and scaring people. Scaring all the single people. And I see, like, damn, it can work. It can work. You just have to be 2 people that are making it work. Whether you famous or not, it can work. Y'all just gotta flow together. All right? Every year of my life that I get to share with my mom is a gift. Every year. Because I know all the times when it was just like, I don't know. So just think about that. If you ever had to grow up with a parent that was sick or not their healthiest, be grateful for that. Okay? Next thought. There are too many people walking around this earth numb for the wrong reasons. Please go get help. Please stop going from relationship to relationship. Please stop making empty promises to people that you can't even keep with yourself. Go get help. Let me say this. Some of y'all kids need the old school way of discipline. Talking to them in timeout is not fucking working. Do with that what you will. Please do what you need to. Because shit, you bringing him in public? You bringing her outside? Let me go inside. Tell me when y'all back in the house. Because the way y'all kids be acting in them carts, in them stores, in the driveway, in these schools, I'm just like, dog, what is going on? Who is the adult? When you make plans in life and the plans that you never scheduled happen, that is living. That is the epitome of a laundry list of shit that you gotta do. You gotta do the shit that you scheduled to do plus the shit that you ain't know you scheduled to do, but it popped up and you gotta handle it. Alright? Just know that your life is a gift. If you are somewhere wondering if your life is important or you are important, your life is a gift. A lot of people struggle to believe that. A lot of people think they know who's truly happy or who has always been happy or who has always been at peace. But before I was 22, I tried taking my life at least 3 times. 3 times. Okay? But people grow through shit if they choose to do the work. Do not take your life for granted, thinking what is now will always be. Thinking how you feel at the moment will be what it is. Thinking there's no outlet, nothing can get better than this. How you think will dictate what gets better. If you gotta make a manifesting list of all the things that I will have this, I will be here, I will be able. Or if you want to skip the wheel and put I have this, I have that, I can do, and just say it every day and go ahead and make space for what you're preparing for. I promise you, with effort, patience, and belief, it will come. Now, at what time it will come, don't ask me. I don't know. I can't tell you what time it's going to come. Soon come. Okay? I think it's still amazing how companies get 2 pillowcases and how they fold that fucking fitted sheet and flat sheet in that small ass package. Every time I get a new set of sheets, I'm just like, damn, they got it all in there. And please, let me say this. Wash your drawers, your bedding, and your towels when you buy them. Do not just buy new towels and bedding and say, oh, it's clean, it was in a package, it was in plastic, it's clean, just put it on the bed. Unless you are staging a home, please do not do that. Please wash that shit. If y'all saw the stock rooms before things were put out on the floor, packages are on the floor, blankets are on the floor, they're in dirty cardboard boxes, pillows are tossed in bins that are never cleaned out, towels are tossed in bins that have never been cleaned out, that got rugs that go on the floor on top of them. Please wash your things before putting it on your skin, putting it on your kid's skin. All right? I miss Jerry Springer when they really was out there fighting. I think about Jerry Springer at least once a month. I'm just like, damn, he really had people on that show fighting. That's a show I used to watch with my favorite brother, and we used to watch Friends together and clap at the same time at the beginning. We definitely used to watch Felicity together. That used to be his shit. He probably would deny it now, but that used to be his shit, and we used to watch that together. And I would just like to say, a BBL won't fix it, sis. Whatever you was doubting before the BBL, you're going to have to address that even after you get the BBL. A BBL is not going to help you heal. You're going to have to heal. You're going to have to work through your shit. All right? And I would just like to let you know that we are all capable of amazing things. Amazing things. We all have a purpose and a talent. Some of us have always known what our talent was. Some of us have yet to discover what that is. Okay? But we have to pour into our ideas. We have to connect closer with our intuition. We have to be aware of, who do I have around me that's really pushing me to be better? Who do I have around me that's really being better themselves and is a good example of what I need to be doing with my own shit? Who out here is marketing their ass off? Who out here is not scared to be embarrassed or scared to fail? Who out here has failed? Let me talk to them. Everything in life is a lesson for you or someone who is watching you. It could be a kid. It could be an older person. It can be someone 5 years younger than you. It could be someone that you work with. It could be your neighbor. We have to get out of this mindset that we're gatekeeping information and resources that if we die with knowing is going to make our placement in heaven better. And my thing is like, the older I get is like, do I even believe that there's a heaven? Maybe humans just created this illusion that there's a heaven, so they'll have some type of balance on the good and the bad that they do here. Because if heaven is a height and it's all great, then every day is boring. And I'm not saying it's boring because there's nothing bad, but there's no challenge to be better in heaven. There's no challenge to achieve something in heaven. You're in heaven. There's no more up. Okay? There's no more up. So my thing is just like, let's stop waiting for some trophy after we die of having all this intelligence and this wisdom and not sharing it with people. If you see somebody willing to work for themselves and do for themselves and push effort in for themselves, guide them. Drop a gem. Give them a tip that you wish somebody would have gave you. And I got a question. Are kids really still out here eating soap packets like Gushers? Because I bought some. Let me tell you something about Ollie's. I think I'm saying it right. That bargain store is truly a bargain store. If you like Dove soap, which I don't use Dove, but if you like Dove soap, they got it in there for $5 a bottle. When if you go to the regular store, it's like $9.99. If you buying toys for your kids, they got toys in there for the low. If you want to buy a sheet set, I found a 100% cotton flannel queen sheet set for $26. 2 standard queens, a flat sheet, and a fitted. It's in the dryer right now. It's like this tan color. It's really cute. No funky patterns, no weird shit. It's just really cute. And then my mom, for the guest bed, she got a full sheet set, 100% cotton, and like this light blue color for $16. If you live somewhere where there's a Ollie's, go. The soap, the little packet soaps, instead of you buy that shit for $6 at the regular grocery store, I bought it for $3. I bought 2 packs of them hoes. like books, learning books for your kids in there, 79 cents. Like what I like to do with my kids is I like to get them their current year workbooks during the summer. That way they're prepared for their year. And then while they're in their current year, I get them the next year up. So the information is not new to them. It's like a repeat. It's like practice. Like there's so many ways that we don't have to waste all this buku money in order for our children to be prepared or have things or have what they need. You just gotta be resourceful. Okay. I feel like I said everything I need to say on this laundry list of shit. I told you none of it is going to go together, but it's going to be thoughts that just be sitting in my big ass head. All right. I appreciate you guys for listening to She Gets a Podcast. Y'all know where to find me at Shambi Potting on TikTok, at Shambi Potting on IG, Twitter, Shannon Pods on YouTube. What else? And ShambiPotting.com. All right. Y'all have a great weekend and all of that. Don't forget, we got one more episode. Bye.